Good morning, students. Today, yesterday we had a visit to the bank and we discussed many of the things about banking, the facilities which they are providing, different types of accounts, and other charges also. What are the various types of charges which they are putting on their customers, and how we can operate our account easily for minors, how they can just open their account. So these are the various things which we discussed yesterday in the bank with the in charges of the bank. The rush in the bank, because of that rush and other things, we could not make this video there in the bank. So we get the information, we collected the information, and now we are creating this for you people, so that you can easily operate your bank accounts, so that you can get the facilities, you can avail the different facilities which different banks are giving the we people. Actually, banks are for the benefit of the people, but we should be aware how to deal with the banking. The first thing, the purpose, the motive of the bank is that you share, we are listening, you share your problems, and the bank is listening your all problems. Not only it is listening, but they are giving advisory also regarding your accounts, regarding your credits and debits also. They will just, the first slide, the concept of the bank is that let us rebuild business together. So whether you are a small entrepreneurship or a big entrepreneurship, the bank helps all in all ways. Whether you are dealing only with your family affairs, you are not having a business, or you are an employee, all kind of facilities are there in the bank. So these are the different systems which they have now given to their customers. The things which we are going to discuss: what is banking, why is it important, why should we go to the bank, why should not we keep our money in our hands at our home. So far the banks are concerned, it's actually an organization which is for the benefit of the people. The first benefit, that our money, when we are depositing the money, when we are opening an account, we became a customer, permanent customer of that bank. Anytime during the office hours we can deposit our money, whenever we need the money we can withdraw the money. Not only this, that we are keeping our money safe in the custody of the bank. At home we are having many risks. Theft case may be there, fire incident may be there, or any kind of natural disaster can be there. So we can waste the money, we can have the loss of the money. But if we keep this money in the bank, so in all kinds of these disasters or like that theft cases, so our money is then after saved. Whether the complete branch is destroyed, whatsoever is happening in the branch, but our money is then after saved. There's no case of problem for we people that we can lose our money. The first thing. Then not only this, it keeps our money safe, but if we keep our money there for some period in our savings account also, they gives us an interest at the rate of 4%, 4.5, 3.5, whatever is the tenure you are keeping your money in your saving account only. So they will give the interest to it also. If we have deposited 1000 rupees in the month of March, and next March we'll get 1040 rupees at least, so that 40 is to, but if we keep the same amount at our home, we cannot get these 40 rupees, extra 40 rupees. Then the risk is all also. First point. Second point, it is the easy way to make a plan. If we keep money at in our pocket or at our home, so it is easy to expend it. But if we have kept it in the bank, then we will be saving it. We cannot expend this money in small things on, but if it will be in our pocket or at our home, so it is easy to expend it. It will be very difficult to collect the money to. The second point. Now the next point is that there are various types of accounts in bank, different types of accounts. The first and foremost account, which everybody is aware, that is saving account, passbook, savings account, passbook. In this account, normally when we are opening an account, by depositing our uh, credentials, our identity proof, our address proof, then only our saving account is being opened. Presently, they are, if we avail the facilities of ATM and other checkbook facilities, then we have to deposit at least 1000 rupees. So far, some policies are concerned. Government of India has created some policies. We can have zero balance also, but the facilities for that account is very minimum. So the first is savings account, then we are having current account, we are having recurring deposit account, and we are having fixed deposit account. In addition to this, many more accounts are there, but so far our knowledge is concerned, these four accounts are most important. Saving account, in this account we can just save our money, and if we need it we can withdraw the money. Then current account, current account is for business purposes. We can have a current account. Then we can, the bank, if we are operating in current account properly, we can have a large transaction in the current account. But saving account, we cannot have the large amount of transaction, or we cannot have daily basis. We can have, but it becomes a problem for the bank as well as for the customer. Then we in savings, if you are having large transactions, then you have to face the interest, that charges will be, maximum charge will be there. But in current account you can have your this transaction as long as you can have, as many transactions you can have. So that is why current account is being given to the business purpose. Then we can have recurring deposit account. Recurring deposit account is that uh, monthly, if an employee of a businessman wants to uh, have monthly saving amount, just like an 1000 rupees per month he want to uh, fixedly he want to deposit it, so for 1 year, for 2 years, for 10 years, so that type of account is called as recurring deposit account. So in that recurring deposit account you cannot withdraw the money till the mature time will come. And then the fixed deposit account, the difference between recurring deposit and fixed deposit is, fixed deposit is that amount which is you are fixing on one time. In recurring we are also depositing the money, but it is monthly basis, quarterly basis, yearly basis, or daily basis. But fixed deposit is in one time deposit. So the in current account there is no interest, like that they are not giving interest. If we keep amount there in the current account, they will not uh, there will be no interest from the bank side. In savings account there will be interest if you are keeping your amount for 6 months, for 1 year, so interest will be given to that. And recurring deposit, again there is, they are giving interest on monthly basis or on quarterly basis or on daily basis. We are depositing the money and interest will come, and that interest will, it is from 8 to 9%. Then fixed deposit, again fixed deposit for 6 months, for 1 year, for days also we can have 100 days fixed deposit. And after 8 years or 9 years or 10 years, the amount will get double. If you will keep it up to 9 years or 10 years, as per the banks, different banks have their different orders, so it will get double. with that interest facilities. So these are the different types of accounts. Then facilities. So when you are having a account, either you are having saving bank account or current account. In both the accounts, you will get a passbook, you will get a checkbook, both in both the accounts, and you can get the ATM also. So for current accounts concern, they may give or they may not give, but these are the three facilities. In current account, instead of giving checkbook, they are giving you the credit card. Here, ATM card, there are two types of ATM cards. One is credit card, one is debit card. In savings account, mostly they are giving the debit card, but in other accounts, in current accounts, they can avail you the facility of credit card also, where you can have a credit of 1 lakh, 2 lakh. It depends upon the bank and the customer. So what is the facility of checkbook? So as we are having the passbook, if we are going to withdraw the amount, with the help of passbook, we can go to that branch only where our account is being operated, where we have operated our account. So with the help of passbook, we need to go there only. And not only this, the person who is operating the account, he must go there with the passbook, then only he can withdraw the money. And there is the limit for the passbook. So, but in addition to that, if you are using a checkbook, you can go to any branch of that bank. Not only you, but any person whom you are giving the authority, he can go and he can collect the amount. So this is the main difference between the passbook and the checkbook. So the operating person, it is not mandatory that the operating person needs to go to the bank and the same branch. So this is the difference between the checkbook and the passbook. In simpler words, passbook, but if you are going to get the extra benefits of the bank, you can avail the facilities of checkbook. But there are the cautionary steps in the checkbook. You need to give the check only if you are having the amount in your account. That much amount, below that amount, you have to give the check. If you are giving the extra check, means if check is being bounced, you are not having the amount in the bank and you are issuing a check. Example, you are having 10,000 in your account and you are issuing a check of 20,000, so that check will be bounced. From bank side, you have to be finalized with an amount of 150 rupees if your check is bounced. One thing, that is a uh, fine. Then if a person whom you have given a check, he can claim it in the court, and there is a fine of there is a punishment of 6 months and the double amount. Maybe it depends upon the then court what other punishments he can give. So these are the cautionary steps while issuing a check. You need to have the approximate amount. In addition to that, if you are issuing a 10,000 check, you should have more than 10,000 in your account. So that is the important cautionary step. Then the proper signature is there. The same sign which you have put in the bank account, the same sign should be on the, there should not be a variation. So checkbook, these are the facilities. Passbook, you are the demand draft. If you need to just, I need to pay the fee of my school or of my exam fee to Delhi, so I can have the demand draft also. So then ATM. The important thing in ATM is that only those persons who are literate, who can read and write, they are being given facilities of ATM as well as the checkbook. If you are illiterate, you cannot sign. You are an uh, thumb operating customer. So these two benefits you cannot avail from the bank. If you people are having accounts in your bank in different banks, then it's okay. If not, then I am going to discuss about the things which you need to have while opening an account. For minors, they can operate their accounts up to, they can operate their accounts with the help of their parents. The photos of both the child and the father or mother, anyone from them, uh, can have can operate his account in as a minor. His father or his mother can operate the account. So both the photos and the documents of both the people need is to submit the documents. For identity proof, that document, just like an Aadhaar card, if he is a government employee, he can have that departmental card. For students, Aadhaar card is compulsory nowadays. Then for residential proof, you can have any kind of residence proof. That is electric bill you can put, you can have ration card, you can have school certificate, any type of document which is proving your residence proof, that you can submit. And if a person is a minor, then both the documents of the minor, the student, the child, and both the documents of the father, you need to submit. And for residence proof, you can have one document, because where the father is residing, same is the case with the minor, is also residing there. So for residence, if in case of minor, only one document, either of father or child. But identity proof, both of child and the father or mother, both the documents you need to submit. Then you need to have 4 copies of your four photocopies, uh, you need to submit there. Then only you can have the facilities of your opening of your bank account. And when you are opening firstly, when you go to bank, you need to have the saving account. After saving account, you can have the other facilities also. Thank you and have a nice day.